In a minute, we will commence the Organic Farming Innovation Award ceremony at 3 p.m. I ask you to turn your mobile phone into the vibration mode for smooth progress. And I ask you to put on your mask until the end of this ceremony. And you are not allowed to speak loud and have some snacks during the ceremony. There are translation receiver on the table. Please set the channel number 1 to enjoy the simultaneous translation. At 3 o'clock, the YouTube broadcasting will be aired. So in 10 minutes, we will commence the ceremony.
되게 어색하실 것 같아요. 원래는 좀 지난 이야기들도 서로 좀 나누고 그런 시간을 자리를 마련하는데 너무 죄송스럽습니다. 오늘 주영로 회장님께서 준비하신 맛있는 요구르트도 좀 드셨어야 되는데 취식이 금지된 관계로 죄송하게 생각하고요. 그리고 이게 지금 국제적으로 송출이 되는데 이 아이폼에서는 이 플라스틱 그 용기를 사용하는 것에 대한 이미지가 좀 안 좋다고 해서 일단 지금 좀 드시고 시작할 때쯤 되면 저희들이 자연스럽게 좀 수거를 하겠습니다. 예, 이게 제일 중요한 게 사진에 찍히는 거기 때문에요. 네. 그리고 저희가 리허설을 좀 준비를 해봤는데 이렇게 이동하시기가 불편하셔서 인사드리면 이게 앉은 자리에서 인사를 하시면 카메라가 다 클로즈업해서 잡거든요. 그래서 자리에서 인사하시고 축사도 이렇게 하시면 될 것 같습니다. 아니요, 그냥
앉아서
앉아서
하시면 됩니다.
하시면 클로즈업을 잘 이제 청장님과 그 윤 회장님 같은 경우 이렇게 해주시면 좋을 것 같습니다. 인사도 이렇게 다 앉으신 분들 소개를 할 거거든요. 그러면 앉은 자리에서 마이크 켜시고
안녕하십니까.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
박상구입니다.
I'm Park Sang-gu, Director of Organic Agriculture Division of the Rural Development Administration. My sincere gratitude goes to participants in OFIA ceremony co-hosted by RDA and IFOM Organic International.
인사를 드립니다. 오늘 행사는
Today, simultaneous translation service is provided.
행사 진행에 앞서
Before
오늘
proceeding
일정을
with the
간단히
event, I will briefly
안내해
today's
일부
schedule.
시상식은 개회 및
At the first session,
환영사,
we will have opening ceremony and introduce
옥타상의
VIPs,
의 및 경고,
following by welcoming address, congratulatory remarks, and progress report of the OFIA and its implications, and pride awarding ceremony and laudation from member of a selection committee and take a group photo. And in second session, we will have the lecture by each prize winners. Now let's begin the fourth OFIA ceremony.
오늘 참석해 주신
Now I'd like to introduce distinguished physical participants.
대한민국
Ho Tae-ung, Chief Administrator of RDA, who manages rural development projects with a huge affection for agriculture and rural communities in Korea.
국제 유기농 운동연맹
Jennifer Jang, Vice President of IFOM Organic International.
장상준
Jang Sang-jun, Project Director of IFOM Asia.
정만철 이사님 참석하였습니다.
정만철, Board Member of IFOM Asia.
한국 유기농업학회
윤성탁, President of Korea Organic Agriculture Association.
전국 친환경농업인연합회
김영재, President of Eco-Friendly Farmers Federation.
친환경 농산물 의무자조금관리위원회 주형로
주형로, Chair of Check of Management Committee for Eco-Friendly Agriculture Products.
2022 괴산 국제 유기농 엑스포 조직
최낙현, Executive Director of 22 Gaesan World Organic Industry Expo Organizing Committee.
김상남
김상남, President of National Institute of Agricultural Science.
김경미
김경미, Director of Agricultural Environmental Division of RDA. 최선태, Director of International Cooperation Division of RDA.
현재 함께
And IFOM officials are virtually participating in Germany, led by Peggy Myers, the president of IFOM Organic International, and others also joined the ceremony through online. I cannot introduce them all, but I'd like to thank you everyone.
이 시간은 먼저 허태웅
Now I'd like to invite Ho Tae-ung, Chief Administrator of RDA, who delivers welcoming address.
예, 안녕하십니까.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ho Tae-ung, Chief Administrator of Korea Rural Development Administration. I'm very pleased to host the International Organic Farming Innovation Award ceremony. Due to COVID-19, you have a virtual meeting, but I'm really grateful to all virtual and physical participants. Recently, carbon neutral policies to mitigate the global climate crisis are spreading, so organic farming is getting more important. In Korea, policies to expand organic farming are actively discussed to achieve carbon zero by 2050. On this context, to share the innovative success of organic farming, the OFIA will become a driving force for transition to sustainable agriculture. The OFIA has been held every 3 years since 2011, and this year marks the 4th anniversary. Under the slogan of innovation and development, Department of Organic Agriculture, this award was established to discover organic innovation and to promote the best practices to spread them to the world. This year, 184 teams from 63 countries applied for the award. I'd like to express my sincere gratitude to all participants who showed interest in OFIA, and congratulations to the winners selected through fierce competition process. Also, my sincere gratitude goes to Peggy Myers, President of IFOAM Organic International, Professor Yoon Sung-tak, President of Korea Organic Agricultural Association, and Professor of Ugun Aksoi, Chair of Association on Ecological Education Organization, Izmir, Turkey, and Dr. Sheikh Tanbi Hossein of TP of IFOAM. Once again, I'm grateful to all participants. I hope you will stay healthy and happy. Thank you.
네, 감사드립니다.
Thank you.
이어서
Now,
국제
I'd like to invite
부장이신
Peggy Myers, President of IFOAM Organic International, who delivers congratulatory remarks.
Hello, it's a pleasure to be with you in spirit, even if I cannot be there in person. On behalf of IFOAM Organics International, I want to thank everyone who has taken the time to attend this award ceremony physically in Korea, and to the many organic friends and members of IFOAM Organics International who are joining this event online. My special thanks go to the Chief Administrator of the Rural Development Administration, Mr. Hur Tai Wong, for gracing us with his presence today. I would also like to express my gratitude to everyone who submitted a nomination and offer congratulations to each of you for your creative and innovative work in the organic sector. As a member of the Organic Farming Innovation Award Selection Committee, I had a detailed look at the nominees. It was very difficult to choose the winners from so many worthy and innovative projects. I was amazed at the creativity exhibited by the nominees. Some were simple yet remarkable innovations, while others were far-reaching projects that include various members of the community. In each case, the innovation helps organic farmers, processors, and community members to increase the amount of land farmed organically and to increase the number of people who can enjoy the benefits of organic food and agriculture. My hope is that all of you innovative nominees, not only the prize winners, continue to reach out to your communities and include more people in your efforts. The animals, the plants, the planet, and all of us will be better off if that happens. We at IFOAM Organics International wish to express our sincere gratitude and thanks to the RDA, and especially our colleagues at the Organic Agriculture Division. They initiated these awards and have been a dedicated partner in presenting them since 2011. And RDA has been a loyal member of IFOAM for more than 15 years. RDA has worked closely with both IFOAM Organics International and IFOAM Organics Asia over the years in a variety of ways. I had the privilege of touring RDA's Organic Agriculture Division on my last trip to Korea 2 years ago. I saw an extensive and impressive educational exhibit that helps the Korean public better understand how their food is produced. We appreciate RDA's work supporting organic farmers and educating consumers about organic and sustainable agriculture. Here in the United States, our government maintains a long list of research priorities for organic agriculture. The list keeps getting longer each year, while funding remains too small. The OFIA Award and the innovation that it inspires show that research can take many forms, and often organic farmers are the researchers and the innovators. The Organic 3.0 strategy includes 6 features, and I recognized that the OFIA nominees addressed at least 3 of them: a culture of innovation, improvement toward best practice, and empowerment from farm to the final consumer. Clearly, these innovators are helping us to move toward widespread conversion toward true sustainability and inclusiveness. Thank you to all of the nominees and congratulations to the winners of the Grand Prize and the Science Prize. You join a small and prestigious group of past winners who continue to inspire others to innovate and accelerate the adoption of organic agriculture around the world. We at IFOAM Organics International are proud and humbled to be associated with such an outstanding group of pioneering and dedicated individuals. Best wishes and thank you.
네, 감사합니다.
Thank you.
다음으로 대통령 직속
정현찬, Director of Special Presidential Committee on Agriculture and Fisheries, sent his congratulatory video. Dear ladies and gentlemen, I'm Jung Hyun-chan, Director of Special Presidential Committee on Agriculture and Fisheries. I'd like to sincerely congratulate you on hosting the 4th OFIA ceremony. I'm really grateful to those who prepare for the ceremony, led by He Tae-ung, Chief Administrator of RDA, and Peggy Myers, President of IFOAM Organic International. Thank you for your efforts. Also, I'd like to express my sincere congratulations to the winners of the 4th OFIA. Today, due to global warming and extreme weather, the world is facing a greater crisis in agricultural production than ever before. Now is the time to return to the basics of agriculture to increase resilience of soils and to reduce carbon emission. By doing so, we need to contribute to sustainable agriculture and global carbon neutrality. Therefore, higher expectation and role are put on agriculture than ever before. To this end, continuous R&D on organic farming technology and expansion activities shall be carried out on the farm. I think the OFIA is playing a big role in promoting the development and expansion of organic farming technology. Once again, my sincere gratitude goes to RDA and IFOAM Organic International for greatly raising the status of organic farming. I hope you continue to actively discover and disseminate innovative organic farming practices for a carbon neutral and sustainable ecosystem and strive to solve the difficulties that farmers feel while practicing organic farming. I congratulate the winners and look forward to your interest, affection, and many activities for the continued development of organic farming in the future. Thank you.
네, 감사드립니다.
Thank you.
다음은
Now, I'd like to invite Professor Yoon Sung-tak, the President of Korea Organic Agriculture Association and member of OFIA Selection Committee. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Yoon Sung-tak, President of Korea Organic Agriculture Association. I'd like to congratulate you on the OFIA ceremony co-hosted by RDA and IFOAM Organic International. It is a great pleasure to meet you and congratulate you at the OFIA ceremony. KOAA is an academic organization established to research organic farming technologies and policies and disseminate them for contributing to development of organic farming. Currently, including social scientists, natural scientists, and organic farmers, a total of 600 members are working for the development of organic farming. Our journal is published to provide research results about crops, horticulture, and livestock, as well as information necessary for organic farming, such as agricultural policy, agroeconomy, distribution, and sales. As you know well, the first industrial revolution in the 1760s destroyed natural environment. Due to development-oriented economic growth and continuous industrialization, the global environment has deteriorated day by day, triggering global warming, reduction of rainforest, acid rain, and desertification. Limited Growth, written by the Club of Rome, warned that all growth would stop by 2100 if the current population growth and the damage to the natural ecosystem continue. Everyone agrees that the COVID-19 pandemic is the result of environment and ecosystem destruction made by people, such as reckless development. The pandemic is already changing our daily lives. Even at this moment, it changes the world. It is difficult to return to normal life before the pandemic. Organic farming is an agricultural method that considers not only human health, but also the global environment where we must depend on. Recently, along with the movement for the global carbon neutrality, organic farming needs to be expanded. In the wake of the pandemic, there is a consensus that natural environment shall be resilient and recovered by expanding organic farming. I ask for your interest, affection, and many activities for the sustainable development of organic farming. Once again, I'd like to express my gratitude to all 184 applicants from 63 countries, and congratulations to winners of Grand Prize and Science Prize. In conclusion, I wish health and good luck to all organic farmers around the world. Thank you.
환영사를 해주신
Thank you, 허태웅, Chief Administrator of RDA, for your welcoming address, and Peggy Myers
대통령 직속
and other speakers for congratulatory remarks. Thank you for your address. Now, I will present the progress report of OPIA and share its implications. Please look at the slide. And OPIA has the goal and objectives. Its goal is to contribute to activities and problem solving to improve the efficiency and productivity of organic agriculture through innovation. And the objectives are to increase innovation by outstanding innovators or researchers in organic farming on a regular basis. This slide shows the background of OPIA. In November 2010, the Chief Administrator of Korea RDA ordered to establish Organic Farming Innovation Award, and in 2010, RDA planned to select, set and promote the OPIA plan. And in September 2011, the first OFIA was held at the 17th OWC held in Namyangju, Korea. Back then, RDA signed a MOU with IFOM for strategic partnership. And also Korean RDA enacted executive order of RDA OFIA regulations. Now I'd like to introduce laureates until now. At first OFIA, Dr. Shaikh Hossain from Bangladesh was the grand prize winner, and Dr. Kwon Sun-bae from Korea was the science prize winner. At the second OFIA, grand prize went to BioSwiss from Switzerland, and science prize went to Shutepan Wayana from Kenya. At the third OFIA, Michael Hans of UK was the grand prize winner, and Hiroshi Uchino from Japan was the science prize winner. This slide shows the OFIA summit. At the International Organic Livestock Conference, the keynote speaker introduced the OFIA. We also held a conference on organic marketing and innovation and open discussion for organic innovation culture, and also we established the Organic Farming Innovation Committee. Now I'd like to explain how to select OFIA prize winners this year. We announced the OFIA plan and received applications from October 2019 to April 2021. 184 teams from 63 countries applied for OFIA this year. This is the most applications than ever before. And we established the selection committee consisting of the Kim Duo and other 5 members. They selected the prizes based on the criteria of applicability, relevance, innovativeness, impact potential, and others. Now I'd like to wrap up my presentation. Now we will offer the prize to winners. Chief Administrator of Korea RDA, please come onto the stage to provide the prize. First, OFIA Grand Prize. Hotaeung, Chief Administrator of RDA, will offer the prize. The grand prize of OFIA goes to Tani Organic Therapy Network. The founder of TOM, Untung Wijanar Co, attends here online. On behalf of him, Jennifer Zhang, Vice President of IFOM Organic International, will receive the prize. OFIA Grand Prize, Tani Organic Therapy Network. We give this prize to you for your innovative efforts to establish a local network for organic production and community development. August 19, 2021, Hotaeung, Chief Administrator of Korea RDA. $10,000 will be given to Tom. Congratulations. Please take a pose together and take a group photo.
네, 감사합니다. 이어서
Now,
국제 기술혁신상
OFIA
과학상
Science Prize.
과학상은
The winner is
빙겐하이머
Bingenheimer Satukut Kultursat from Germany. Representing its organization, Gerhard Rosamanis and Michal Plek attend the ceremony virtually. On behalf of them, Jung Man-chul, IFOM Asia board member, will receive the prize.
2021 제4회
OFIA Science Prize.
과학상 독일
Bingenheimer Satukut and Kultursat.
위 단체는
We offer this prize to you for your innovative efforts to research on seed production with open pollinated varieties.
과학상을 드립니다. 2021년 8월 19일
August 19, 2021, Ho Tae-ung, Chief Administrator of Korea RDA.
부상으로 상금 $5,000
$5,000 will be given to them.
꽃다발 드리겠고요. 잠시 포즈를 취해 주시면 사진 촬영이 있겠습니다.
Please take a pose together to have a photo.
이상으로 시상을 마치겠습니다. 청장님께서는
So now I'd like to wrap up the prize offering ceremony.
이 시간은
Now I'd like to invite Grand Prize winner who will deliver acceptance speech.
Maybe please share about my speech. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters. First of all, let me start by saying I'm so grateful to the God for His mercy and blessing, so we can gather here virtually with a good and happy condition despite this pandemic around us. Secondly, this accomplishment is not something that I did alone, and there are many others who deserve to share in this award. I would like to thank IFOAM Organic International Board and Staff, IFOAM Organic Asia Board and Staff, Organic Agriculture Division of the Rural Development Administration, OFIA Committee on Jury, Indonesia Organic Alliance, IOA Board and Staff, Mrs. Jennifer Chang, Mr. Patrick German, Mr. Indro Surono, Ms. Febriana for their sports, my beloved wife, Mrs. Natalis, and my daughters, TOM college staff and partners. I am honored to be receiving such an important award, OFIA 2021. I'm honestly grateful for this recognition I have received for my work in organic farming with Tani Organic Merapi, because I'm very sure that every other nominee for this award was as capable of winning this award. This is an extraordinary moment for me to get an information by email from Mr. Patrick that Tani Organic Merapi was selected as a winner of the grand prize of the International Organic Farming Innovation Award 2021. I was so surprised and very happy. I never think that our small innovation and work in organic farming in Indonesia will be granted with OFAI award. TOM was founded because of our concern over the damage to agricultural land due to the use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides, which also destroy biodiversity and the environment. On the other hand, food production, including vegetables, is also contaminated by pesticide residues and becomes unsafe for consumption. Conventional agriculture produces food that is unhealthy for human and livestock. The whole world threatened by the massive use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides, not only because of unhealthy food, but also environmental damage that threatens life. From there, we were moved to make change by pioneering and developing organic agriculture, especially vegetables, in the Mount Merapi area. We work with smallholders to produce healthy products, save the environment, and provide a decent income and livelihood for our partner farmers. We carry out various innovations so that our work can grow and provide wider benefits. We hope that what we are doing can be an inspiration and motivation for organic farming activists in Indonesia and in the world, especially young people, to be more involved in organic farming. Let's move the world forward and free it from life-destroying chemical fertilizers and pesticides. Thank you so much for this wonderful award for us. I dedicate this award to all activists and actors of organic farming in Indonesia and the world. I also present this award as a special gift for my country, Indonesia, as we just celebrated our Independence Day on last August 17th. Hopefully, our small step can inspire all. Thank you, and may God bless us all. Organic wishes. Untung Wijanarko.
대상 인도네시아
Thank
탑
you,
네트워크였습니다.
the founder of Top Network. Now I'd like to invite Science Prize winners who delivered the acceptance speech.
First. So I will start. My name is Gebhard Rosmonit. I'm a director of Bingenheimer Saatgut, and for the organization Bingenheimer Saatgut, I want to thank so much to all people who had been involved in selecting us as winners of the Science Prize. In between so many wonderful projects, and I feel very honored and grateful, of course, for my organization, and it is a special moment for that. In that, but much more, the prize is honoring the people, the employees who are working in our organization. Meanwhile, more than 100 people. And much more, it is honoring the farmers and gardeners in our network who are working on organic seed, who are working in production, in maintaining of open pollinated varieties, and in special the breeders and the scientists in our network, which are represented by Kultursaat and Michael Fleck. And it is also honoring our network in Europe. It is called a European Consortium for Organic Plant Breeding. We are working for many years intensively to give the organic farm, the organic seed work and the organic breeding work a voice in between the very strong conventional seed industry discussions with the European Commission and politicians and so on. And it is also honoring the network of IFARM EU with the seed expert group, which are very grateful to be part of. We fight for better access to the market for organic varieties, and I think we will be more successful when we have such a wonderful prize in our background. And it is nevertheless honoring the network of IFARM Organic International, which is working also intensively since many years in the seed and breeding issue. And maybe, as you know, we had the wonderful situation that in Delhi in 2017, our position paper we worked out was accepted with an 100% of the voices. It made me so grateful and honored on that, which strengthens the organic seed work and the organic breeding, and makes also clear which is in which breeding methods and techniques are in line with our four principles, and which is not so. It strengthens the seed work all over the world. It gives much more awareness on that, and I think we will realize that in the next few months. And I'm really sure that it inspires and motivates all people in our network to move forward in this work, in this very important work. And I think also it is the award inspires and motivates new people, young people, to step in the seed work, to go into the farmer breeding networks and work with us for our common future. Thank you so much to everybody. Thank you to all. I'm very happy. Thank you.
네, 축하합니다. 독일은
Congratulations.
빈겐하이머
Bingenheimer Satukut
협력체입니다.
and
두 군데인데,
Kultusat,
지금
and there are two
대표가
organizations.
또 한 분이
So the
인사하려고 지금
two
대기하고 있답니다. 그래서 시간이 좀 남기 때문에 나머지 부분
organizations
듣기로 하겠습니다.
are the winner of the Science Prize, Michel Pleck.
We are very grateful and proud having been chosen for the OFIA 2021 out of 184 applications. This is wonderful. This is a great and global sign of appreciation for the issue of organic seeds on the one hand and organic plant breeding on the other hand. And this applies in particular to the global genetic engineering technologies and industries. We will use the prize money for our young breeders training program. By this dedicated junior breeders, they will be supported to develop their breeding sites, all of them managed biodynamically, and the junior breeders will be strengthen their experience exchange and discuss several questions concerning financials or legal hurdles and optimize their breeding approaches. So we will send you warm greetings by all the organic plant breeders in the German-speaking region, especially from the Kultursaat breeders of our charitable association, and from all the employees of Bingenheimer Saatgut company, from all the organic seed producers of the initiative group. I will give you some more information afterwards, and to whom this prize applies. So we will do our very best to move organic farming forwards. Thank you very much.
네, 이제 1부
Thank
마지막
you.
순서입니다. 심사위원 중에 한 분인
So now I'd like to invite Ugon Aksoy, a member of a selection committee and chair of Association on Ecological Agriculture Organization, İzmir, Turkey, who share the reason for selecting winners.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear hosts, the hosting organizations, RDA and IFOAM members, I'm really delighted to be a part of both the selection process and today being a part of the award celebration. This year, our job as the committee was quite hard by receiving 184 applications from 63 countries, but it also showed us how in 10 years, the idea that appeared in RDA was converted into a project of an award supporting innovation and science in organic, and in cooperation with IFOAM, turned into a global alert of today's world, where we are facing real challenges in the agri-food systems. We, as in the opening ceremony, it was mentioned about the pandemics, climate change issues, food security, food safety, and natural resources, depletion of natural resources. All these issues are warning us to have a new look, a new perspective for sustainable agricultural systems. And as a part of the selection committee, we are really appreciating the efforts of RDA and IFOAM to carry on this message at global level, and on one hand, bring out some local initiatives, as in the case of this year's award from Indonesia, and at the same time give a new visibility to a group, to an effort that was initiated in Europe with open pollinated varieties. We believe that OFIA is a tool, and the money is not the most important part, but being appreciated, whether you are a local good example that can be replicated all over the world, or whether you can grow your network and bring new inputs, valuable inputs that will maybe promote organic agriculture, more sustainable organic agriculture. So in that respect, we really appreciate those who have contributed in the organization, and also who have contributed and nominated their work into this OVIA award system. And we believe that with the innovative systems that are replicable in different parts of the world, and with advanced science, organic will become more of a solution to address the challenges that we are facing at global level in terms of agri-food systems. Thank you to all who have contributed, and wish success for the coming years.
네, 감사합니다. 이상으로 일부 시상식을 모두 마치고
Thank you. Now
사진
I'd
촬영이
like
있겠습니다.
to wrap up
참석하신
the first
대표님께서는
session,
사진 촬영을
and
위하여
we take a
단상으로
group photo
올라와 주시기
together.
바랍니다.
Distinguished guests, please stand on the stage and take a group photo together.
10분간 휴식이 있은 다음
Now we'll have a
행사가
10-minute
진행될
break
예정입니다.
and go to the second session.
네, 자리를 정돈해 주시기 바랍니다.
Please take a seat.
네, 밖에 계신 분들도 자리를
Those who are standing
잡고 앉아주시기
outside,
바랍니다.
please come into the hall and take a seat.
지금부터 2부
Now,
순서로 국제
We
유기농
are
기술
going to
혁신상
the second
수상자 강연을
session to listen to the
시작하겠습니다.
lectures from OFIA
먼저
winners.
대상 수상자의
First,
강연이 있겠습니다.
Grand prize
박수로
winners
환영해 주시기
will give
바랍니다.
a lecture. Please welcome him with a big hand.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat datang di CV Tani Organik Merapi. CV Tani Organik Merapi terletak di Dusun Balangan, Wukirsari, Cangkringan, Sleman, Yogyakarta. CV Tani Organik Merapi bergerak dalam bidang agribisnis organik, agrowisata organik, perdagangan umum, dan jasa konsultan pertanian. CV Tani Organik Merapi atau yang sering disebut dengan TOM didirikan oleh Bapak Untung Wijanarko dan Bapak Sugiyarto yang didasari oleh cita-cita, pemikiran, niat, dan harapan akan kondisi alam dan tanah pertanian yang memungkinkan untuk berkembang dalam arti yang menyeluruh, baik dari segi potensi alam maupun sumber daya. Tom juga bertekad ikut ambil dalam bagian program penyelamatan lahan pertanian. Badan usaha ini membagi kegiatannya ke dalam dua bagian, yakni secara internal maupun eksternal. Kegiatan internal CV Tani Organik Merapi meliputi budidaya sayuran organik, pemasaran produk TOM ke seluruh supermarket di Yogyakarta, serta pendampingan pada mitra binaan. Kegiatan eksternal CV Tani Organik Merapi meliputi pelatihan, pendampingan pertanian organik pada masyarakat, ikut serta dalam kegiatan pameran produksi hasil pertanian, memberikan pelatihan masalah pertanian organik ke kelompok tani, dan bergabung sebagai mitra binaan Bank Indonesia mulai tahun 2014 sebagai tempat penelitian dan PKL atau praktik kerja lapang para mahasiswa, bergabung menjadi anggota AOI atau Aliansi Organis Indonesia sejak September 2008, dan menjadi tempat studi banding bagi para kelompok tani maupun umum.
Perkenalkan, nama saya Rianto, saya sebagai salah satu petani binaan Tani Organik Merapi. Saya sangat bangga sekali menjadi petani binaan Tani Organik Merapi karena Tani Organik Merapi memberikan bimbingan dari awal sampai akhir panen. Di sini saya mendapatkan pengalaman tentang pembuatan pupuk, tentang pengairan, tentang pestisida nabati, dan lain sebagainya dengan standar organik SNI. Saya sangat membanggakan Tom karena selama ini Tom ikut andil dalam kelestarian alam. Untuk itu saya berharap untuk Tom sendiri kedepannya akan lebih maju, akan lebih besar, dan akan lebih bisa membantu petani-petani di sekitarnya, khususnya untuk petani organik Indonesia.
Jadi, jangan takut jadi petani. Berprofesi menjadi petani adalah membanggakan, terutama bagi anak-anak muda, generasi muda. Itu yang saya lakukan, itu yang saya alami. Karena pertanian ternyata prospektif. Salam milenial.
Okay, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, on this happy occasion, I would like to present what Tom has done in this presentation about Tom's activities and innovation in the development of organic agriculture. Mr. Feby, could you please share about the presentation? Okay. Okay. We would like to presentation about organic farm of TOM, abbreviation of Tani Organic Merapi. Next, please. Yes. Background of TOM in 2008, the land was damaged due to the unlimited use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides. Farmers depend on chemical fertilizers and pesticides to improve their farming. People are talking about the danger of pesticides and other chemicals in food, especially vegetables, and they are aware of the effects on health. Many young generations and society are not interested in farming activity. Moreover, agriculture is underestimated. Hence, agriculture cannot become the focus of attention today. It is important to provide vegetables and other crops free from chemical pesticides. We are not talking about the simplicity, but the emerging issue of Go Organic 2010. Based on this situation, we established a farm institution named Tani Organic Merapi, or TOM. It means organic farming under the slopes of Mount Merapi on September 1st, 2008. Next, please. We have a vision and mission or motto about TOM. Our main vision is to develop agribusiness based on organic technology by providing the healthy products to reach food sovereignty and sustainability of the universe. About mission divided into three parts. First, to run and develop organic agribusiness. Third, to socialize agribusiness and general trading. And the third, to disseminate the insights of whole and thorough sustainable organic farming. About our motto is organic products best for life. Next, please. What about organic food and how to make it? Not only product claims, but also process claims about production. How about seeds or seedling? How about land? How about fertilizer? about pests? How about disease? And how about weed? Processing, how about fertilizer? How about irrigation? How about cultivation? How about packaging, etc.? Guarantee or certification. We divide into three parts: self-declared and participatory guarantee system, or PGS, and the third party's organic certification organization. And the last of marketing, both transportation, marketing, and storage. Next, please. Some have management about organic farm, divide into fertilizer management, soil tillage, irrigation, seed procurement, sowing, planting, plant care, harvesting, post-harvesting, agrobusiness analysis, and marketing. Next, please. About the organic fertilizer management, divide into four parts, and we make a compost production process, liquid organic fertilizer production process, biomicrobies production process, and biopesticides production process. Next is video. And then about the soil tillage in organic farming, it can optimize the improvement of soil biological activity by employing buffalo or cow tillage and turning over the soil manually. It can restore the nutrients through plant nutrient recycling system. It can maintain the availability of compost or liquid organic fertilizers in the soil periodically. Application of dolomite or zeolite to control the soil pH. Next, please. About the irrigation. Irrigation filtration shapes that river stream water flow in reservoir. First reservoirs, there are water hyacinth grows to reduce chemical material with flow with water. Second reservoir, there are several material to filter water divided into three partitions. Main partition, palm fiber. Second partition, gravel, limestone, and red brick. Third partition, charcoal. And then flow in the third reservoir for the water. In the third reservoir, there are the water hyacinth and fish are used as indicators that water hyacinth does not grow well with no dark green color in leaves, and fish do not die, indicated that the water condition is good and chemical and is below the threshold. In the last, in the main reservoir, the water is ready for irrigation use. Next, please. About seeds, seed procurement. We should know the sort and types of the seeds. We can produce the seeds by ourselves, such as red spinach, cherry tomato, and spinach. We can also purchase it in agricultural store by confirming that the seeds is local, without any genetically modification or GMO process. It is better to give special treatment for the seeds from the store, such as washing the seeds before showing them. Seed selection can be done by soaking them on local microorganism liquid. Next, please. Next, please. This is the activities, the picture of activities in our lands and farm, showing seed process and seedling planting process. Dredging lines for sowing, yeah. And then chasing seed sowing and planting chasing seeding. Okay, next. Plant care that organic we use about irrigation, weed control, land plowing, pest and disease control, reapplication of fertilizers using liquid organic fertilizers. Next, please. This is the activity that we did. Watering. Watering should be done in the morning and evening to be more effective and in accordance with soil moisture conditions depending on needs. Soil plowing and weed control. Next, please. Pest and disease control, we divide it into 4 parts. The first hedgerow, namely scant base with cosmos, lemon basil, and rosemary, and trap with cosmos, zinnia, sunflower, etc. And then the second organic pesticides, we mix rhizome from ginger, turmeric, and etc. And third, manual control and picking. The fourth, intercropping and plant rotation for pest and disease control. Next, please. This is the activity that we do. Fertilizer application using liquid organic fertilizer and biopesticides application. Next. Harvest and post-harvest. Harvesting, this is the sample of chasing, sorting and root trimming, collecting, and then weight measuring, packaging and packaging result with Tom branded. Next, please. This is the packaging house of Tom. That we have a certificate. Next. Next, please. Now, this is Tom packaging layout. That entrance and exit divide into 2 door, not 1. Yes. Next, please. This is this organic certificates and packaging house organics. Tom have 3 certificates. One that from IOA, Farmer Participatory Guarantee System, PGS certificate. The second from the party organic certificate, third party organic certificate, LESOS. And the The third is packaging host certificate from Agriculture National Department. Next, please. Tom Networks production to farmers that we collaborate with farmers or partners. Raw material, bamboo packaging, housewives, and marketing to market, modern market or supermarket and international restaurant. Next. Goals to acknowledge the partners and markets of Tom Organic Farm. And the second, to carry out assessment by enacting the rules and procedures of partnership and marketing. Third, to assess the execution of partnership and marketing. The fourth, to carry out evaluation and problem solving to the problems in partnership and marketing. Next, please. This is our innovation adaptation about packaging of Tom. Packaging innovation, that the previous packaging used styrofoam now has been replaced into woven bamboo basket, an eco-friendlier packaging, empowering the local bamboo craftsman community in Yogyakarta, especially for housewives, as a recommendation from Department of Agriculture. Okay, next, please. Now, we would like to share about the video of making organic packaging or ORPAC, process of making organic packaging. Please.
Down.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Febiana. This is the next is the sample of packaging products. Tom. Yes, this is the sample of packaging products. Tom. This is we use bamboo packaging and we use plastic too about the vegetables of leaves. Okay, next. This is the example of supermarket in Yogyakarta. We supply in modern market about our products. So there is have a high value about our product. This is a Superindo, Hero, Carrefour, Hypermart, Giant, Merota, Rogo, and the international restaurant, Via Cafe. Yeah. Okay, next please. Tom Modern Markets, that is. Okay, next please. Tom Business Development. We develop about business, growth tourism for visit, study visit, field trip, and outbound, etc. Independent agriculture and rural training center, fight work practice, internship, research, etc. Organic culinary, opening organic restaurant and organic coffee shop. Tom supplementary brand name Cherry, Jejaring Lestari, sustainable network for fruits organic. So we have Tom and Jerry. Okay, next please. Agrotourism of organic farm education that we give for the children or the kids, the elementary school about how to plan about agriculture. Yes. And then next, please. Independent Agriculture and Rural Training Center. That's like this. Okay, next, please. This is the organic restaurant from that. We provide organic menu and drink. Yeah, that who will go to Tom? Yeah, welcome. Okay. Okay, next please. New Tom supplementary business, Jerry. We supply organic foods in supermarkets. Next please. Okay, thank you. This is my profile, Untung Wijanarko. And this is the about Facebook and etc. Yes. Dear ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, this was my presentation about the small footprint that was made by TOM and was awarded by IFOEM Organic International as the grand prize winner of the Organic Farming Innovation Award. Finally, as an ordinary human being who is not free from mistake, I apologize if there are errors in our presentation today. Thank you, and may God bless us all. Organic wishes, Untung Wijanarko.
Thank you. Now I'd like to invite the next speaker, the Science Prize winner.
Okay, can you see my slides? So then let's go. I'm very proud to have got the second step in this presentation. I will give you some ideas of our network for organic seeds and biodynamic breeding. And we are only working on vegetables, on herbs and flowers. And the focus is on vegetables. Well, to sketch it, I will give you a historical background and some ideas on the network's actors, and of course how we do it, how we work, and how we, Bingenheimer Saatgut on the one hand and Kultursaat, work together. So, but firstly, I will give you a few views on the seed issue. And the first one is given by the ETC group. It is about 10 years old, this picture, this comic, but it isn't ridiculous. And you have to know that the commercial seed sector is very much linked to the agrochemical market. For 5 of the top 6 agrochemical companies also appear in the list of the world's biggest seed companies. And this development has gone up to a new step. As you can see in the next slide here, this is from Phil Howard from the Michigan State University, and you can see the big bubbles by chemical companies in red. And all of you know that Bayer and Monsanto had merged within the last years, and this Corverta new company is a fusion of DuPont and Dow Chemicals and ChemChina in the this has merged with Syngenta, and now there are 3 very, very big gene giants in the world. And this is the situation with seeds. It has come a big industry, but if we want to feed the world population, and these are not my words, this is these are the words of the Agriculture to Crossroads scientific report. If we want to feed the world population now and in 2050, we need a paradigm shift towards small-scale, regional, and agroecological agriculture. And I doubt if these global giants will be good partners for such a future. So a second issue is that hybrids dominate the global seed markets. And as an example, you can see here the number of cauliflower varieties in the European Common Catalogue. I think I will take the laser pointer to show you better. So all these figures are accumulated, and you can see the number of cauliflower varieties listed in the EU or registered in the European Union increased within the last years, but it increased especially because of the blue part of the columns. And the blue part, this is the number of hybrids. And so you can see now there are 80% of the registered cauliflower varieties are hybrids, and the rest are open pollinated varieties. So this kind of varieties is vanishing from the lists. But hybrids do not suit to organic farming because they make farm-safe seeds impossible, as you all know. And the last view on this issue is the new generations GMO. These are coming soon, and they have been come to science and to the market in US as well. So you can see, you can read it from the header. CRISPR technology is revolutionizing improvement of tomato and other fruit crops. And you can see in the picture here at the bottom the applications of this CRISPR technology within the last years. So this is rather modern and rather directly and so-called without any errors. But genetic modified organisms are not compatible to organic farming, and new plant breeding techniques are advertised with the same promises as some 50 years ago, the so-called old-fashioned genetic engineering techniques. So this is nothing new, but the techniques are coming some more subtle. So this is the situation on the international seed market. And now I want to ask you, is there something like organic plant breeding? Is it a dream or even reality? And I can say to you, well, since about 40 years, there are working several individual motivated people. Most of them are working on biodynamic basis, and they are working here in the German-speaking region. They are working on cereals, on vegetables and fruits. And here you've got some of the logos of the organizations in Germany. They are working on cereals. And this one, Kultursaat, established in 1994. We are working on vegetables, on herbs and flowers. And here is one working on, you can see it from the logo, on apples, on fruits, and especially on apples. And another one working organically, not biodynamically, is working on apples too. It's Apfelgut, apple or Apfelgut. So you can see organic plant breeding is not a dream, it's even reality. In the German-speaking regions, there is a kind of culture, I would say, for this. But to have an idea of the organic history in this organic farming, in the very beginning, there was not an issue for seeds. We had to solve problems with fertilizing, with weeds, and especially with pests and diseases. And we have got many trouble to obtain only chemically untreated seeds in the first years of organic farming here in Europe. And the modern mainstream breedings are on the one hand against or versus the traditional varieties on the other hand. This is a struggle all over the organic family worldwide. And so you can see, according to the principles of organic farming, constant reproduction is one of the central goals in order to gain your own seeds, the farm-safe seeds to say, and to develop so-called farm varieties, particularly well suited to your own growing conditions, very particular and dedicated at the special sites worldwide. So this is this situation, but in the early 1980s, some farmers and gardeners engaged in this area strongly, and this was very before the legal regulations from the European Union came into action. And so this group of farmers established a group without a legal form, a legal body. This is called Initiativkreis, Initial Group for Vegetable Seeds from Biodynamic Farming. And the big idea, the motto of this group was seed saving is a vital part of agricultural practice. So this is the birthday of our group, which has got the prize today. And some years later, the guys became aware that organic seeds is not enough, but we have to work on organic varieties, because more and more breeding programs take part in laboratories and not on our farms, especially on organic farms. And so our farmers began to and started to not only to gain their own seeds, but to select on the varieties. And this was the cradle for Kultursaat, founded in 1994. And the motto of Kultursaat was and is: seeds and crops have to be kept as a collective inheritance and not as a private privilege of anyone. So you have learned two of the organizations, the Initiative Circle and Kultursaat. And to give you an overview, first of all, there is the Initiative Circle doing the seed production and exchange experiences twice a year. They usually meet twice a year. Last year was the first time we did not meet because of the pandemic situation. And second part of this family is Kultursaat. Breeding, we do breeding research and of course breeding, it is to say development of new varieties. And we conserve proven varieties, all of them open pollinating. And our work takes place on 30 nurseries or 30 biodynamically managed farms in the German-speaking regions. So, and somebody is left here, and you can see them here. We need a partner, a strong partner for coordination of the seed production and for processing and quality management, for consultancy for the growers and seed producers, and doing the filling, the marketing and distribution. All this is the area of action of Bingenheimer Saatgut. And the base of all is a community of about 100 cropping enterprises in Germany, Switzerland, in Austria, the Netherlands, in France, and in Egypt. Perhaps some of you might know that there is the Sekem farm in Egypt, and this is one of the seed producing farms of Bingenheimer Saatgut and our Initiative Circle. So now you've got an overview of our network of the actors, and here you've got an overview of the breeders. We are an association of about 30 breeders with their nurseries and breeding gardens embedded in organic cropping enterprises all over Germany and the neighbor countries. And here in the middle of Germany is the region Hesse, and in the middle of Hesse this is Bingenheim, near to Frankfurt Main. And this is the base of Bingenheimer Saatgut Company and of Kultursaat. So there have been 100 new breeds listed by the Bundessortenamt, which is the federal office of plant varieties in Germany. All these varieties are open pollinating. Furthermore, we are responsible for 19 more varieties coming from conventional breeding programs, and in order to give them a common domain, we are responsible for them, and so these varieties are free to sale for anyone. Annually, we give 5 to 8 new candidates, new breeding lines to say to the Bundessortenamt to test them, and currently there are 13 applications in the registry with Bundessortenamt. So the list will be will increase within the next months. And what are our approaches? We want that seed saving must be possible. So we do not work on hybrids, but on open pollinating varieties. We want that the practitioners can face their challenges. It is to say, our breeds and our varieties have to perform in harvest quantity, as well as in leaf health and shelf life and so on. But these trade requirements have also to be met. It is to say, a maximum nitrate content, or shape and color of tomato, or in fruit, or in leafy vegetables. And this is special for our organizations. We say foodstuff has to have a high quality, a high inner quality. And we mean that the foodstuff has to be tasty and has to have a high raping ability. Based on the agricultural course of Rudolf Steiner, we use several practices for that, especially these very special picture forming methods with some colleagues in the German-speaking regions. And as you can see here, we have to increase diversity to start a breeding program. And with self-pollinators such as wheat or tomato or salad or lettuce, we do it by crossing. And the steps coming in the later years are selection, selection, selection. So afterwards, we have to document the attributes and to evaluate the breeding progress. And the breeders come together and test the breeding lines at several locations and exchange their experience in internal meetings. And one of our very famous varieties is the carrot Rodelica. You can see here the breeders. He's one of the founders of Kultursaat and of the initiative circle, Dieter Bauer, working at the Dottenfelder Hof here near to Frankfurt Main. And this carrot is very tasty, so that some processors use it for baby food and for a very tasty juice. Yes, and one of the other very important approaches, or part of the approaches, is that the selection has to be done in bigger organic horticultural enterprises in order to have a huge canopy of plants to select. And as you can see here, every single stick indicates a very fine plant with kohlrabi, and this kohlrabi has to be transplanted onto another field or into the the greenhouse for flowering and blossoming and fruiting afterwards. So we need some bigger horticultural enterprises and not only a home garden in order to abolish inbreeds. And in the next few minutes, I will give you some insights on how on-farm breeding projects look like. Here you can see a farm or a gardening horticultural enterprise in the south of Germany, near to the Switzerland border, Piloveri. They had developed several varieties, also a sweet pepper here called Pantos. It is very sweet, but late maturing. And as you can see here, they are in close contact to the customers and have a broad assortment of vegetables. And they've got a keen team, a young team and a keen team where anybody is working hard for the good results. And one of the motivated gardeners, in our case, any breeder is a gardener. Every breeder is a gardener. And here you can see Richard Specht, one of our breeders. He had worked on tomato breeding, and this is the Pilo tomato coming to the official catalog I think in 2008. Well, they are working on several lettuces as buttered lettuce and on carrots. Here you can see the Nantes carrot called Milan. And another perspective on our projects could be projects working on several sites. Here you can see into a breeding site in Bingenheim, working on courgette or on summer squash. So we are working on lettuce in about 20 projects, iceberg and headed lettuce or Batavia type. And we are looking for field resistance, not only on the one gene resistance. And of course, we are working on taste, not the taste of the sauce with a salad, but the lettuce has its own taste, and we are working on this taste in combination with several agronomical traits. We're working on cauliflower and several other crops. There are 9 projects running on cauliflower, and one of the most important traits is harvest period, to narrow the harvest period and to get heads which are good in scaling and in taste. And one of our obstacles are the hybrids. It is to say the hybrids and the newer kind of hybrids. These are the CMS hybrids, which IFORM had abandoned in 2008 with a General Assembly in Vignola. So these are very technical, GMO-driven hybrids, but not GMO labeled in the EU. And these are dominating the conventional cauliflower breeding programs. So, and we are working on broccoli. This is the last example I will give to you. And we had a project funded with the Federal Ministry of Agriculture from 2011 to 2017. We had several meetings in the summer of 2012 and so on. The breeders met in the field and discussed the results with some retailers and other colleagues of organic farming. Breeding work and the trials went on, and step by step we got one generation further, and there we found a favorite breeding line in 2015, which has been tested by another European-funded project. We had not been a partner in within that, but we sent some seeds for other partners. And as you can see here, this coach here in this line, this was our favorite breeding line. And this breeding line was favored not only by us, but with any other FIBL researchers and partners in Europe. And so Bingenheimer Saatgut put this this broccoli variety in their catalog in 2018 to 19 for the 2019 season. So this was a very lucky moment for us to have a new variety in the list, in the catalog. And to sum up the task of the seed company, well, they have to work for that the customers can gain the seeds. The customers are supplied with the seeds of all these new breeds and the proven breeds, and so such an assortment is the goal of the seed company. They are working on the assortments development. They have to work on elite stock seeds. This is the base of any seed production. They do the coordination of the seed production, and of course they have to clean and process the seeds. Here you can see in this picture the new hall in Bingenheim with all the cleaning machines. Although this rather new hall is too small yet, because the customers are looking for more seeds. They have to do quality assurance according to international standards. In this picture, you can see the tests for germination capacity, and of course, they do the packing and shipping and sale. So this is, I would say, this is to give you a small insight in our family. And I would say thank you for your attention, and we look forward to your visit with us in any of our breeding gardens or in Bingenheim. Thank you.
네, 감사합니다.
Thank you.
제4회
So now I'd like to wrap up the fourth OPR ceremony. I'm really grateful to physical and virtual participants, especially IFOAM Organic International and the members of the RDA. Thank you.